What's up, 259? Today is a nice day. We're outside. It's beautiful. We're out here for a reason. This is episode 7 of Run CNC, but today we're going to be interviewing a nurse, Brecken Love. What would you prefer I call you?
First name's good.
Okay, Brecken. I was going to call you Nurse Love, but you don't want that, apparently.
I mean, I saved the name for the kids, but
okay.
First name's good.
First name. All right.
Yeah.
So Brecken, you're a nurse. You're also an alumni of 259. Is that correct?
Yeah. 99, baby.
99. Would you consider yourself old?
Getting there.
Getting old. 99. That's like, what is it? Someone said like someone was referring to 20 years ago and they thought of the 80s, and then they didn't realize like 20 years ago was 2000s. It's crazy. You're going to explain the benefits of choosing a career in the nursing field. Nursing is kind of like trades. Would you consider that?
Yeah, I went to a trade school to become a nurse, so I would say so.
And how long did that take to go to a trade school?
So the LPN program was 1 school year, 2 semesters.
Okay, and where did you go?
At the time, I went to, it was called WATC, Wichita Area Technical College.
Okay, and I believe that's since been now taken over by WSU. Is that correct?
Yes, WSU Tech.
But they still have basically the same program.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, and what do you know about USD 259 and its training for medical field?
So I know that most high schools offer CNA programs. CNA is a prerequisite to the LPN program. In addition to the CNA program, USD 259 offers EMT program along with dual credits. So you can get, if you want your associate's degree in applied science for your LPN, you can get dual credits like math, science, anything that's a prerequisite. You can get your high school credit along with your college credit while you're in high school.
So if you were to do all of that in high school, how would that affect your training after?
So if you did all your prereqs while you're in high school, then you could go straight into the LPN program, straight into the ENT program. And then once you complete that, you can graduate and have your associate's degree in applied science along with your certification.
And that would speed it up by how long?
2 years.
So just doing it all in high school would put a person ahead 2 years?
Yes.
So how long, okay, so what, break down like LPN, CRN, whatever. Yeah.
So CNA, that's certified nursing aide or assistant. That is basic training where you assist the nursing staff. So you learn how to provide bedside care, vitals, how to provide personal cares, how to assist with feedings, toileting, bathing.
Bathing in toilets? What?
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing. And that takes how long for the LRN? CRN?
CNA. So that is a certification program, and I think that's just like a couple months.
Okay.
So.
And then what's the up above that?
So then you can get your CMA, and that is a CNA plus you can handle medications.
Okay.
So that's just an additional, month or two added on to that. And then if you want to go a little bit different direction and not handle medications, you could do an HHA. And that's how I chose to do it. It's 1 notch above a CNA, where you provide cares in a private home setting. Okay. So not like in a nursing home, but you're in a home setting providing
And you're a full-blown nurse, is that correct?
Yep, I'm an LPN.
Okay, and that takes how long? If you were going to do LPN and do the high school thing, you'd save 2 years off of what would it be if you didn't do the high school thing?
So when I was in high school, because I'm old, we did not have programs that integrated into the high school. So once I graduated high school, I had to go get my CNA. So that took a few months. And then I got employed, started working as a CNA. And my employer was like, hey, I think you would be a really good HHA. And I was like, probably not. And they're like, yeah, I think you would. We'll pay for the additional training, sign a contract for 18 months. You can work for us, work off your contract. And that's what I chose to do. So they paid for my HHA training. I stayed and worked my contract off. And then I moved to a large hospice company and was with them 13 years. They went through some buyouts. And through the second buyout, we ended up getting laid off. My department was dissolved. So that's how I ended up going back to school to get my LPN. But now, since those programs are integrated into the high schools, you don't have to do it the long, hard way.
Cool. And I want to apologize to everyone. My gimbal broke, so I'm having to do this by hand. So I apologize for how unprofessional it is. And the reason why we're walking is after the walk, Brecken's going to check my vitals and see if I'm going to die at an early age. So what's a day in the life of a nurse?
Well, you never know what you're going to walk into. Each day is totally different, but just typically you start off your day with getting a report of how your patients have been overnight, any concerns that have come up, anything that you can anticipate throughout the day, any concerns that you need to address that day. And then you get your patient assignments. So what patients you're going to be taking care of that day. And then throughout that's, if they need medication changes or they have aches and pains or they have a fall or anything that comes up that you have to communicate with the doctor, that's what you do. Or if they're in physical therapy or occupational therapy, you communicate with those disciplines. So there's a lot of communication that goes on there.
Have you ever held someone's life in your hands?
That's kind of a loaded question. So I would say yes, because being a nurse is very serious. Just a day-to-day basis, you don't want to make a medication error. That could be fatal.
Yeah.
You don't want your patient to fall. That could be a fatal injury. So yes, I hold lives in my hand every day, but I have had patients go into cardiac arrest and I have been able to revive them.
Wow. Like with jumper cables?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've shocked them.
Sweet. What was that like? Your body bounce, just like in the movies?
It's nasty. Ribs were broken.
Oh.
It's pretty gross.
I've heard that happens a lot.
Yeah, it does. If the ribs aren't broken, you're probably not doing it hard enough. So
do you do the Hippocratic Oath? What in the world?
Yes.
That sounds weird. Like I think I have hypoglycemia. Is that anything to do with the Hippocratic Oath?
No, probably not, but kind of. I mean, if you have hypoglycemia, I'm going to treat you the same as...
Oh, hypoglycemia. I thought it was hypoglycemia. No.
Yeah, no.
So it means like do no harm.
Do no harm. Treat everyone the same.
So what about those Angel of Mercy nurses? Do those exist? Let's avoid that subject. Let's go to a different subject. When you hear someone say pull the plug, does that mean the final realization that we're plugged into the matrix and they've taken the red pill?
I mean, I am a hospice nurse with 20 years experience in hospice, so that's probably not a question for me.
Oh, okay. I'm all about pulling the plug. Like I've been waiting for someone to ask me, pull the plug. Anyway, what's the reason it takes so long for a doctor to come in the exam room? Is it like an insurance scam thing?
I mean, it depends. He could be coming off a round of golf. He could be, having a sandwich. He could be with a critically ill patient that they need to pull a plug on and the family won't let him. You just never know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without getting political, vaccines, good, bad? Or do you not want to answer that?
To each their own.
Okay. I think certain vaccines are useful, maybe. When a person goes in for a flu shot, is it actual medicine, or are those government tracking drones that go into your blood system? These are questions that people want to know, Brecken.
I guess the secret's in the sauce.
I've heard that they have a kill switch in them, but sounds very suspicious to me. Why is a career as a nurse or CRN corn rewarding?
Just being able to help people is really rewarding.
Let's go back this way. We're going to find a place to check my vitals.
Okay.
My heart rate. So why is it rewarding pursuing a job in the nursing or?
Just being able to help people and then help their families is really, it makes me feel good.
Okay. Is it pay good? I mean, honestly, quite a lot today has to do with money. So,
I mean, I provide for me and my 2 children for a long time comfortably. So, yeah.
Do you make more than, let's say, someone that works at McDonald's?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, we're going to check my vitals now. So we're going to head up to this area. Nice little area from our walk. And Brecken is a nurse. She is in full nurse clothes. What do I need to do?
You can just have a seat.
Okay.
Do you prefer an arm? Left, right?
Let's do my right arm.
Okay.
It's my dominant arm.
Okay.
I'm super strong.
Do you want to kick over and rest your arm on the tabletop?
All right, so I'm resting my arm on the table.
We are going to do this with an automatic cuff, and that's just because my manual cuff diaphragm blew out. So
was it attached to someone that blew their arm off?
I mean, kind of.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Saw bones and stuff?
Didn't see any bones.
Oh. Okay,
some snot came out their nose,
though. Oh. Wow.
Yeah, it was cool.
So cool. Nursing is cool.
So just
I'm relaxed.
Breathe regular.
I'm out of breath.
You are?
No, not really.
We're going to check your oxygen.
My oxygen.
With this little
that
guy.
Thing right there.
Yep.
Okay.
So just breathe regularly.
So it's squeezing my arm. A little painful because there's some skin that got caught up in the thing, but that's all right.
And then I'll scan your forehead for your temperature, and there's no fever.
No fever.
Yeah, you're within normal limits.
What is normal?
Oh, it just depends on the person.
Abnormal.
I don't know what your baseline is. But...
I'm pretty messed up in general, but...
Well, you read 98.3.
In what? The temperature?
Fahrenheit.
Not Celsius?
No.
Okay. I wish we'd switch to Celsius. It's better.
So, I don't know if you want me to read these results out loud.
Read them out loud.
It's a little concerning.
What is it?
So, maybe just talk to your wife about that and plan to go to your doctor.
Well, what is it, Brecken? Tell me the bad news. Am I going to die?
I don't think you're going to die today, but you might want to get this checked out.
Well, okay, so apparently my oxygen is really bad.
Your oxygen is awesome.
Okay, my oxygen is fantastic.
And your pulse, your heart is ticking perfectly.
My heart is fine.
You just have a little...
My blood pressure is a little high.
Elevated.
It's a little elevated. That looks like it's a lot elevated.
I mean, it kind of is.
Okay, guys, this may be my last podcast. I'm probably going to die. Okay, I'm getting weak. I'm getting faint. No, that's because I need some food. So how do you check your pulse with is it your thumb or your...
Oh, no. So you never want to use your thumb because your thumb has a pulse in it.
Thumb has a pulse.
Yep. So typically your middle finger and your index finger.
Your middle finger, guys, and your index finger. Can I take that off?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to die today, but
nope,
I probably will in a few years. So you do the 2 fingers.
2 fingers.
And where do you put them?
So you're going to put them...
Put your 2 fingers...
Right here.
Right there. and you
You'll
count to
typically-
10.
You can. Typically what I do is I count to 15
15.
and then I multiply that number by 4.
Oh, okay. And you have to do math. Yeah, that's too much for me to handle. The other thing I want to talk to you about, why that uniform? Why the nurse uniform? Is that like a rule, a law?
It's pretty much for safety. So scrubs are made from
Are
a
they
material. No,
No.
but sometimes they should be.
Oh,
Yeah.
stab proof too.
Yes.
You ever got thrown up on?
Yes.
You ever got pooped on?
Yes.
Someone ever bit you?
Yes.
Oh my God. Claw you with their nasty shark-like toenails.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm trying to encourage people to do nursing, and here I'm getting all these horror stories. Well, Brecken, is it worth being a nurse?
I mean, I think so.
We're pursuing that type of career.
I think it's great.
Okay.
I've enjoyed it.
Good. And you have awesome stories to tell. Well, Brecken, thank you very much for being on the show.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, and I appreciate the bad but important news that I've received.
Yeah. Follow up with your doctor.
Okay. Wow, I have to follow up now. It's like homework and stuff.
It is. If
Okay.
you need some help, let me know.
Oh, I'm that far gone. Did you bring a wheelchair?
I got one in the back.
Okay, well, I'm going to be wheeled out of here, apparently. Maybe I should call 911. Anyway, thanks, guys, for watching. Again, apologies that the filming was off because I had to use my hand, and apologies if I was breathing because I was out of breath. But nursing is an awesome field to add to the whole jobs for trades, nursing, things like that. There's plenty of benefits to do it, and also the education is provided by USD 259, so look into that. All right, thanks everybody.